Hello. So today we're going to look at one of the art books I have, which is Nubia, Ancient Kingdoms of Africa by Geoff Emberling. I have a lot of art books in my collection, and I find them really useful for getting inspiration and just learning more about different cultures. So we've got a bunch of description about the area that we're talking about and the timeline of what is going on. Let me sit down so that my shadow's not getting cast across this. And then the part that I get these books for and that I really enjoy, which is the portrayal of the different items. And in many of these art books, you're seeing pictures that are not available anywhere on the web of very unique items with the description of what they are from. You know, of course, it would have been nice to be able to go and see this exhibition. But since I cannot, the second best thing is to be able to look at these detailed images and to look at them up close and be able to see all the details in there. Either to get inspiration for the projects that I'm working on or to learn more about the culture that they represent. You know, I just love the details in some of these. And as much as I tend to complain about things going across the spine, if you have something this large, it would also be a shame to have it super small, just on one page, because you'd lose a lot of the very, little intricate details in here about what was being portrayed. I love, they also do, one would imagine, very good lighting. It's really hard to light an object like this. I've done a lot of photography projects, and getting the detail of the shine to come out and the layers of color is really tricky. So I also appreciate that they did a really good job with the photography and lighting in these images. Alright, so a variety of items. Goes a bit into the research, and for me this kind of information is less critical because you can find that kind of information on the web. What is really important to me are these images and all the little details in there that you can see. This is a painting, so it's not a picture, not a photo. But even this painting does a really good job of showing the scope of what these rooms were like and how, half of them was covered with sand, so there's still, all this other content down below the sand that you can't even see that you're walking up on. It's just an amazing thing to think of. This is why people want to become archaeologists. Be able to discover these hidden treasures. So some pictures of what the process was like. Things like this, that this was buried, so you have this beautiful statue that was down under tons and tons of sand that they had to carefully get it out to be able to see it again. And then sad things like this, that a bunch of statues were broken by an Egyptian raid and just tossed like trash into a pit, so hopefully they can recover and restore them. And then some smaller pictures. I wish that they could have everything in nice large pictures, but I appreciate that they have the smaller pictures in there. And part of what is always impressive to me is that, here, let's go back a page. I have a necklace that's very much like this. So the things that people adored back then are often the things that we adore now. It makes a connection with us between the people of the past and the people of the present. And all the little details in there. And again, the lighting is just beautiful on these images. They did a very good job of bringing out the details. Photography credit. Photographer will get a lot of credit for that. Alright, so this one is Nubia, Ancient Kingdoms of Africa. And definitely worth taking a look at if you can to get some inspiration.